Government entities and private sector organizations lose between 0.5 and 5% of their spending revenue to fraud, according to international estimates. According to CIBC, FirstCaribbean International Bank's Chief Compliance Officer, Candice Huggins, what makes it even more challenging is the fact that the vast majority of fraud goes undetected. Sunil Lalla has more in tonight's Business Insight.
Rediscover at discoverflow.co. Flow, inspired by you.
Chief Compliance Officer at the CIBC FirstCaribbean International Bank, Candice Huggins, believes it's crucial for both government entities and private sector organizations to mitigate fraud.
They affect reputations, they affect regulatory standing, and basically impacts on the overall trust in systems and institutions. So we look at some relevant considerations, some of which I just spoke about. But fraud in itself presents significant challenges for compliance officers and money laundering reporting officers.
She also mentions the impact of fraud and forgery on compliance professionals, sharing challenges faced by those in the field.
Fraud and forgery, they are pervasive issues in the private sector and also the public sector. And they have significant impacts on the compliance professional and the broader world, obviously. And this has become more evident with globalization, and we have the advances in technology.
And the Deputy Executive Director of the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force, Hector Sevilla, shares how Caribbean jurisdictions can come off and stay off the Financial Action Task Force grey list.
Once the countries have completed the FATF grey list process, that doesn't mean that the work is completely done and we can all go home and be happy. That's not the case, actually. Because now we're entering into a process that we call the 5th round of mutual evaluations. In fact, Trinidad and Tobago is already working. It's already working on it. So we're already starting in the Caribbean region to go through this new process.
Mr. Sevilla also stresses the significance of digital transformation in the process.
Something like that happens when we speak about the FIU, the police, and probably the prosecutor and the judge. So these interagency platforms allows them to share information and probably track information like, okay, I produced this intelligence report, it went to the police developed this criminal investigation based on this intelligence report or this series of intelligence reports, then this was converted into a file that the prosecutor used to initiate a case.
Ms. Huggins emphasizes the evolving nature of fraudulent activities and the difficulties in staying ahead of bad actors.
What is the business impact of fraud? It is the cost of dealing with fraud against public and private companies. That is substantial, and it has been quantified. We'll go into the figures later on, but it extends far beyond direct financial loss. It includes the costs in terms of assessment, detection, investigation, and response, and of course, potential restitution.
Practical solutions for fraud mitigation include stronger passwords and multi-factor authentication, biometric security such as fingerprints and facial recognition, geolocation, and device tracking and encryption. I am Sunil Lalla with your TTT News Business Insight.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with AllPro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.